Go ahead.
There will be an answer, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking the words of wisdom, let it be, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking the words of wisdom, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be, let it be. Let it be, let it be. Speaking the words of wisdom, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Speaking the words of wisdom, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking the words of wisdom, let it be.
Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Nagadya Lillian. I grew up in a rural area. I was brought up with my mom. My father died when I was in P6, primary 6. So we had to struggle to see that I go to school. I went to my aunt, but very unfortunate that my aunt died just in a year when I was there. So I had to go back to my mother. So this time my mother said I had to go to school. So he started growing tomatoes and chopping firewood to earn my school fees. So I started going to school like that. So, but when I was in senior 2, I met a friend called Immaculate Joy. Immaculate Joy found me in the toilet crying because I had no book. So she told me that she'll give me a book and a pen. We became friends with Immaculate Joy. He used to give me eats, he used to give me clothes, and also the stationery, the school requirements, because Immaculate Joy were well off in their family. So we became friends with Immaculate Joy, but very unfortunate that Immaculate Joy, when we finished school, he went in another college and I also joined the teaching. When I was about to finish teaching, I used to go and visit Immaculate Joy. In the last years, I'm finding that Immaculate Joy had HIV and AIDS. Before, we had a dream of starting a school of the needy. We used to see how to start it because they were well off. She told me that she would give me rent to start the project. On the year to start the project, Immaculate Joy died. So I felt so bad and I didn't know how to start the school, but he had paid for me for that 3 months. When Immaculate Joy died, I had to think twice because for me I had no money. I had no one to help me with the project we had planned together with Immaculate Joy. So I had to take up that dream. I had to persevere in the community where Immaculate Joy was. There was the need. So we had to start off in that community called Namavundu. So I started the project in that community. I used to pray to God to give me strength because I had nothing. The first years I was alone teaching because I had no money to pay to them, and the children were many. I didn't know how to go about getting anyone, but slowly by slowly I got volunteers to help me from the community. We started off with a nursery school, but after starting with the nursery school, then the need grew up because we didn't like to leave these children. Because they were young, we had to start another class like that till today. Last year we had P5, but because of the salary, the challenges giving teachers salary, so I had to cut it off, and I remained with primary 4 because of the salary. I couldn't manage paying for the primary 5, so my children are really on the village loitering. Others, I advised them to go to the universal primary education because they are now grown up. Those who are grown up, they are walking a certain distance to where to acquire an education from. But now in the community, we have poverty in it. Like there is a grandmother who stays with 8 children. The father died of HIV/AIDS. He has nowhere to dig to get food. He has nowhere to go to get side-sided to help her. Those children are at my school studying freely. Now I have children I'm catering for. We are sleeping together with them. These children came as angels because for me, I don't know how God helps me to give those children care. I had my teacher last term. She died of HIV and AIDS. But when we went for burial, he left 2 children. They are helpless. They had no hope. The grandmother for them had nowhere to take them, so I had to bring them. Emma and Marvin are now staying with me. Immaculate Joy had given her children to the grandmother, but when we went there, the grandmother had died. So Moses was just there, not schooling. He was on the village loitering. So I had also to bring Moses. But when I was bringing Moses, Moses used to stay with a young boy called Joel. Moses said, I can't leave Joel behind. So I had to bring Moses and Joel to my home. So now I'm staying with also Joel and Moses. And Joel is the youngest. He's like 4 years to 5, like that. He's in top class. In a community, there was a blind grandmother who died. After dying, he had 2 grandchildren he was looking after. They had no hope, they had nowhere to go. Dalton and Deborah, I had to also to bring them. So now they are also staying with me. Plus the 3 children I had before, they were brought when they had no hope. They were in the community. Their mother, their father had died, was Tanule, Alima and Aisha. Now Alima is in primary 6, so is in Nasana community studying from there. That's how I got my children. I'm happy because now God is helping me to take care of them, but without God's assistance, I wouldn't manage because I don't have money. Sometimes we don't get meals. We just pray. I told them, let's kneel down and pray. God will provide us with meals. Secondly, the scholastic materials are also challenging. Sometimes I get books, sometimes I don't get money. We have a project of liquid soap making and Vaseline, but these days things are not, the market is so worse. We can even sell like few of them, and we have to leave the capital and you have to do what to cater for the feeds of the school. So that's how I did what I got my children. But I'm happy. They wake up, they sing, they call me mommy. I appreciate that. And if God wishes, I'll take care of them. And so that's why I wanted to start also the school to help those children in the area. Because if the school wasn't there, those children would be on streets. But when they are there, they get free education. We learn also skills of making some things to do to help them pass through their life without difficulties, like soap making, like Vaseline making. After making, we go and sell them and we earn something. But the challenges we are facing are scholastic materials. Sometimes we fail to get food, meals to feed them. It's also a challenge. As I've told you, sometimes we can go without a meal. Another is paying teachers, because I had to stop primary 5 because I had no money to pay for the teachers. My hope is seeing Mugalula Community School a model for the needy, the orphans, is seeing a big school with a center for those children who are needy, who do not have anywhere to go. I'm seeing myself as a mother of many children.
Of your eyes are red at the sides, and they've seen more than they wanted to. The cracks in your skin are yet to begin, just to heal from the work that you do. Like your heart could never break. Face all your fears, dream while you're awake. Fight for the lost and weep for the saints, and love with every breath.